Yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is Dungeon Nursery, Chapter 8. So, last time, we got I guess a caretaker for Kunika, but also just sort of a caretaker for the entire, group, the entire nursery, I should say. I don't think we got a name for her, though. I'm pretty sure it was just, she made frog sounds. But, we didn't actually get a name. Which is interesting in its own right, especially because now we have a character, or a creature that was not summoned. It's just a monster, so it could theoretically betray Takashi. But okay, I'm not totally sure what we're going to do for this chapter. Keko! I guess we could call her Keko, because that is what she said before. But okay, just having a nice hot pot. Oh. Hey, you guys, does the food taste better when someone else buys it? Also, I forgot about this. The tadpole, Keko's child, who had to watch his mother was, attacked by his father. Oh, poor tadpole. But yeah, theoretically, that tadpole is another member of the party. If the tadpole gets enough experience, it could level up and slowly become a small frog. But alright, Chapter 8, give me money. There's a, oh, what are they called again? I want to say, not Baby Metal. Baby Beard? Oh, Lady Baby, that was it. So, there's a band called Lady Baby, where, their whole gimmick was that it was, two general idol girls, and then this guy named Ladybeard, who is, I believe, from I want to say Australia. He was in a bunch of podcasts I listened to for a while, and one of their songs, one of my favorite songs from them, is called "Give Me Money." And it's got this great vibe of girls asking for money, and then a scary man in a maid outfit singing death metal, also saying "Give me money," and there is powerful desperation in the song, while at the same time it's very comedic. I really like it. So okay, it's time to give me money. Right, it was just 3 of us up until now, but now the luggage has increased to 6. Oh, the price to stay at an inn or to eat has doubled. I'm really surprised that he allows the tadpole to be seen, because yeah, without the tadpole it would be 5. So I guess he does have to properly go in and go yeah, sure, so the tadpole is there. Also, does the tadpole really need to eat? I mean, I don't know how frogs work, so I guess they do. I guess they have to eat. No matter how many frogs we defeat, our living situation doesn't improve. In other words, it's time for business. Alright, so what are we doing? How are we gonna make some money? It's gotta be some sort of, scummy corporate business stuff. Okay, so old school saloon. This is also something that shows up in a lot of isekai. The idea of this is a regressive world. In addition to being a fantasy world, it's also an old world where they don't know, or they don't have certain technologies. So a modern person can come in and revolutionize things. So how exactly are we going to do this? Because if I had to guess, I would assume that he's going to create a situation in which it depends on how crazy you want to go. But I imagine, in general, he's going to, spruce up the place and then say, okay, so now I'm a co-owner of the place. You're going to give me, 1/3 of the overall profits. But because the profits have, skyrocketed in here, that's actually a ton of money. Because he needs a way in order to fund the nursery as it grows and grows and grows. And, having an income that isn't based on him having to do anything would be very useful for the series. But it would still present the problem of, oh no, we outgrew the amount of money we were getting from this one place, and so we'd be able to do more more plots around getting money when necessary. Just one specialty dish would change things. Alright, so they're doing it. They're going all in. Red tablecloths, flowers on each table. Open the windows and let some light in. Gavumi's going hard. Harpiko's going into I just said her name, but even the baby is actually capable of doing things, which is surprising. Tadpole there is also going forward, but Tadpole doesn't seem to be doing anything particularly. Whereas what is her name? But she is specifically holding flowers. So clearly she has something that she is intending to do with the flowers, which is, put them on all the tables. Ah, it does look a lot nicer now. Oh, and they're serving everyone. That is really cute. It seems like this world doesn't have a whole lot of, like, animosity towards monsters, which is interesting. Like, maybe it'll be more, like, maybe it'll be different on different levels. But here especially, like, they are completely fine with these monster girls, like, you know, giving them food and stuff. Which is a little surprising because this is a world with a dungeon, where in the dungeon, you know, the monsters will try to kill you. But this also opens up this reason of, like, oh, hey, like, Takashi's been going to inns constantly, and he hasn't been kicked out of any of them. So, like, it's kind of like, I guess from the very start, we knew that the monsters weren't really, like, hated. I just never really considered that. Okay. It's like the place has been reborn, even the second and third ones. Okay, and no repayments. Would you be interested in earning even more money? What's he gonna say? Like, franchising? Let's hold an IPO! Oh no! Oh no! How would that even work? Like, the last time I thought about, like, stocks in a fantasy world was, like, I think the only series I could think of that did stocks in a fantasy world was Spice and Wolf. And even that, like, it wasn't, like, shares of a company. It was more just, like, I'm thinking specifically of that one arc that was in the anime as well as the light novels, where they, like, they had stocks based on, like, individual goods. And even then, that was like, you know, do you want to buy, you know, value in this good, as opposed to an IPO, which is like taking a company and saying, okay, so we value the entire company at, let's say, like, you know, 5 million. So we're going to take that 5 million, break it up into stocks, and then say, like, okay, each stock is, you know, $5. And then we're going to sell as many of those as we can to, like, gauge interest and to, like, get a bunch of cash so that we can start to, like, do things that require more cash without having to take out loans. So, rip. Didn't work out. Did not work out. Oh man, and this guy, this poor guy, he was taken for a ride by Takashi. And yet, even in the very end, like, he is completely justified if he were to do the traditional thing of going like, oh no, you ruined my company, get out. But no, like, he's legit just a nice guy. And, like, he's still working. He made a stall, like, with the meager money he has left, he's still going to cook. All right, just you wait. I'm going to turn this stand into a big restaurant all over again. I look forward to it. Girl? Oh my gosh. As long as we have private equity in this head of mine, we can make as much money as we want. This is not okay. This is not okay. So what I have to assume they did is, like, they sold off a bunch of stock and then they just, like, caused the market to crash at some point. And then they said, all right, so all the money's gone. We fucked up. But they had some like, they cashed out beforehand. And now she has, like, this giant chunk of change. Oh, man. This is the power of economics. I love Gobumi and Harpiko's expressions here. Like, they are just disgusted. Like, just, I mean, I guess Gobumi's more like, whereas Harpiko is disgusted. And then Keko is like, you did it. Keko's tadpole is just like, what is happening? And I know I've gone the entire chapter while not knowing her name, but let's quickly check again. Kunika, that's right, Kunika. Kunika is just like, Babu. All right. I hope they don't lose it all. Like, especially because they said straight up here, like, this is the power of economics. He can make as much money as he wants. So there'd be no point in this being a gag ending of, oh, well, he lost it all again. Ooh, weapons. Not sure how well that'll work, though. Yeah. Harpiko got a sword that she can't wield. Gobumi got a mace that she can't really lift up. And, oh my gosh. This isn't even a weapon, this is just clothing. Oh, we've got some actual armor, though. Alrighty, Frog Girl, starting today, you're our tank. And she can't move. Rip. It seems that tanking is impossible for a babysitter. What a line to go out on. But okay, this was really good. I mean, even with the joke ending, like, we have money now, and there is now a reason why, like, the party can have unlimited amounts of money. So, like, I'm certain that overall we're going to eventually get more chapters that are Like, hey, we don't have money, so we have to do a fun thing to get money. But they don't have to. At any point, they could just say, like, okay, so the money we got from the restaurant thing is still going, or that money ran out. So, like, it's all arbitrary at this point. I'm very excited. Also, now that I think about it, the whole restaurant thing, like, if they were to, like, get a cut from it, that would make no sense going into the deeper levels of the dungeon. Because then they would have to have someone who could actually, like, take the money to them. Which they could do eventually, but it would have to be, like, someone on their party who is, like, really fast and who can, like, race up the dungeon and get money and then come back down. But yeah, overall, real good series. I don't really know where we're going to go from here. I assume we're going to do a few more, like, just sort of one-shotty arcs. The first big serious arc, I think, has to be about the fact that Gobami and Harpiko especially just don't have a killing instinct in them. Like, I said this before, but they have, like, EXP, but they don't have experience. They've just been, like, thrown at things in order to gain EXP. But, like, they don't want to fight. And I think that we're not going to be able to get them to actually, like, fight on their own for a while. But I think at the very least, we can create a situation in which they're being attacked and they realize, okay, we need to defend ourselves. Like, we need to be self-sufficient. As long as, like, protecting ourselves goes. That's the only thing I think of for our first, like, big serious arc. Either that, or I guess, every single time. I'll remember her name for next time. Kunika, that's right. Yeah, we might get, like, some sort of, like, Kunika kidnapping arc, perhaps? Like, at the very least, we need something to show that, hey, Kunika is really powerful because she is level 5. And I assume the joke there is that, like, despite being level 5, it's like, no, she's really strong. Or even that spiders just mature much slower than other party members, but overall spiders are insanely powerful. Like, they're super OP. Anyways, so that was Dungeon Nursery. I'm not going to ramble on for much longer. Bye for now. Nya nya.